Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. We're in Logan, Utah at Maverick Stadium, the home of the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Going to the air on the first play. Caught by the receiver. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Bringing pressure. The throw is complete to the running back underneath. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. Now it's 2nd down here. The catch is made. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First and 10 play coming up. Looking to throw it again. And the completion made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
3rd down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Utah State. They connect for 6.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about this? Right out of the gate, this offense says, we are going to our star on the outside, and this guy delivers for a big first down. That's how you want to start a game.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
The sure hands. It's McLeod. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Ball handed off. Gets the first and still running. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. Crosses the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. quick throw. The catch is made. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown saving play.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
How about the offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pass rush closing in. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Getting set. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Gain of 20. Good enough for a first down.
Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pointing toward the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14, Utah State.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Running back has it on the screen now. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The running back here in a direct snap. Has a pass to the end zone. He stopped just short out of the 2, but an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Looking right, this one caught. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep them short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. So after the momentum shifts, Kurt, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And they'll use the ground game here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down, stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Here's the handoff. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Punt over the middle. It's McLeod. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. now to what the defense is showing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it with room to run. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Now they call a run. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
On first down, it's play action. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He missed it. Off target that time. Try is no good, and we're still tied. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards near the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Grab down the middle. It's McLeod. Gets some space around the 30. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Makes it look easy. And with that, they retake the lead.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They're breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, Aggies. The big tight end will not be denied. What a play.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get the 3rd down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. The short completion of the tight end. He's swarmed by the defense.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Wichita State's offense back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The pressure is coming. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Snags a quick throw. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his target, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
How about the defense taking advantage? 3rd down in inches. They blitz, expecting run, but instead, the quarterback has the ball, and they come up with a sack.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. It's a shotgun run call. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on 3rd down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this 3rd and medium.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
What a call here by this offense, and unfortunately, the receiver drops this drag route. So much real estate in front of him, a big gain missed by the drop.
They'll try to run for the first down. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes churn out another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's McLeod.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll hand it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks nearly worn down.
And in 1st down, right back to the running game. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a receiver. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout rather than check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's McLeod. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He flips it to the back across the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Here comes a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the sideline. He does get the foot down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a 1st down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
2nd down after the incompletion. They'll try the option play here. And not even a chance to pitch that one. He's brought down in the backfield.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
7th play of the drive coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, 2nd down now from the 35. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Important yardage needed on 3rd down here. A field goal try would be from 52. Back to throw again. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. The defense couldn't stop the option that time.
But the defense has been torn up through the air, and now the option game is starting to make its presence felt. Good read here by the quarterback to pitch it out and pick up a first.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead?
Military stunt.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Utah State. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
DT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Misses the receiver, incomplete. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. To bootleg here. And this time it's complete. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Fighting off the defender. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for a man. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Here comes second and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead, and what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Nunez. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. They come out down 3 with the clock running out of time. Can they make a play right now? Makes a quick grab. Scooped up in the defense. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A huge defensive score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
45, Utah State, 35.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Nunez. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. First down here for this offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Ohio State.
A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Picks up the first, looking for more. What a stiff arm. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. Leaning on the run game here late. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Utah State, 35.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. The shotgun running play call. That's a big hit at the end, but on a fresh set of downs. That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. And there's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.